dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's K&B, the sexy ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. And this is the New World Podcast for that ass. Almost day. Just got done watching SmackDown. We're in Italy for this one. March 21st, 2025. Joe and Wade on commentary. I'm a little pissed. So, I get to watch these shows on Sling, and I DVR them because I'm always at the day job during these shows. The only time I'm ever free is for a Raw, so I can watch it right then and there and just make sweet love. I got weird. No, it's just the Sling let me down, bruh. It let me down. I had to watch most of the show via YouTube. There's a dude on YouTube. I should shout out his YouTube channel. But he takes the shows and he speeds them up. So the show goes, and I was like, okay, I guess I have to do this. It's sort of annoying because I want to watch the wrestling matches itself. The Sling DVR did not record SmackDown. And what's funny is my wife watched the show and she was watching it and she was like, it was there. I was like, it's not there no more. It's gone. So I had to do my best in watching this show. I watched that hour video of the quick speed up, pausing things, understanding things, hearing the crowd. And I got to say, Italy's rocking. This whole European tour is rocking, man. There's such a great crowd compared to the U.S. crowd. No offense to the U.S. crowd, but man, they love their wrestling and they make these shows feel bigger than they are. But I watched what I could, broke down, even did the WWE highlight video, watched a few things over and over again just to get the gist and feel of what SmackDown was trying to tell me. And we're building towards WrestleMania. We start the show off with Randy Orton. He's hearing voices. Kevin comes out wearing a Randy Orton shirt. And he's like trying to half apologize and said, I shouldn't have done that, man. No, bro, I'm so sorry, bro. And Randy's like, that's a half-ass apology. And you can stick it right up your ass. Basically, this dwindles down to these two will face each other at WrestleMania. Yes, Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. It's personal. So I was like, okay, now we're setting up matches. That's what we're doing now. This is a foot forward in the WrestleMania direction. Then we get Drew and Shinsuke versus Jimmy and Damian. Big Jim. Fun match from what I could gather. But Drew says on sight, bruh. On sight, he's going to take out Damian no matter what. After Jimmy and Damian get the big win, Drew beats down Damian Priest, whoops his ass, and says, anytime I see you, bruh, I am taking you out no matter what. So they didn't announce it yet, but it's going to be Drew and Damian at WrestleMania, but there should be a stipulation with these two. I'm just saying that. We got a Charlotte and Tiffy interview. Charlotte being Charlotte, Tiffy being Tiffy. And I'm just like, I can't wait for this match. And I just got this feeling Tiffy's going to go over. Charlotte's going to make Tiffany Stratton shine like the star she is. And, conquer Charlotte Flair. But it's going to be a slow build till when we get there. You know what I'm saying? We got Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu. My shirt is on the way. All gas, no brakes. Jacob Fatu, I love you. Oh, wearing my YTC sweatshirt. I got some WWE swag I'm very happy about. Next roundabout, though, is going to be some AEW love. My brother got me this Swerve's House shirt at the AEW show. Next investment is a Tony Storm shirt. After what happened on Dynamite with Megan Bayne and Tony, I'm just like, man, why don't I have a Tony Storm shirt? This is redonkulous. And I need to get her figured. But back to WWE. Two monsters ending in a DQ, of course. Thomas, Solo, they're trying to help. And LA comes out, and the winner is declared to be Braun Strowman. Jacob Fatu does not like that because after this match, they're in the back. Jacob's pissed. He's throwing things around. He's like, what are you doing, bro? And Solo's like, we're trying to help. He goes, nah, man. He goes, God damn it, dude. He's like, I'm Jacob Fatu. Get out of my way. He walks off, and Solo and Tom are like, okay. All right. And it's kind of crazy that we're at this position where it's like bloodline is not even a word anymore. It's all about Jacob Fatu. That's why I had to get my Jacob Fatu shirt, and I said, it was funny. It's like, I said, I'm going to go get a Tony Storm shirt. And then WWE's like, here is the Captain Cody Rhodes collection. And I was like, oh, motherfucker. Then we get Zelina versus Piper. Zelina had some wardrobe malfunctions where they had to black out the screen a couple times. Sorry, Zelina. But Piper got the win. Chelsea's there. It's going to be Chelsea and Zelina Vega for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. It has to be because they've been slowly building this, and Chelsea helping her friend Piper get this match won. Then we have Kathy with Jade. Then we get Liv versus Jade. This was a damn good match. They actually showed the entire match on YouTube. But yeah, these two tore down the house, in my opinion, and Naomi came out wearing caution tape. She's a heel, baby. Causing Jade to lose the match. And Liv has a win over Jade Cargill. That's insane. And Naomi, and what's funny is I was thinking about Liv's accomplishments. She has wins over Ronda Rousey and stuff like that. So Naomi is beating down Jade, sending a message, being like, bitch, at WrestleMania, me and you gonna fight. And I feel like there's got to be a stipulation there. It has to be an ambulance match. It has to be, right? Because she sent her an ambulance, and I think we got an ambulance. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you smell what I'm cooking? Do you feel the ingredients I'm putting in this pot? Jade and Naomi in an ambulance match at WrestleMania. Yeet. Kathy's with Drew, and he's like, I told you on site, bruh. And you see Seth, and Seth is pissed because Seth's here. We're going to get Punk, Roman, and Seth coming up here shortly. But we get another awesome match, Los Garzas versus the Street Profits. The Street Profits cut a promo before. We get, you deserve it. Goddamn right the Street Profits deserve it. It's been too long since they've been haven't held that tag team gold. But the Street Profits got the smoke. They get the win. We just got to keep building them, man. And I wonder who their opponents are going to be at the show of shows. I feel like it's going to end up in a triple threat. We're getting a lot of triple threats. Now, here we go. Main event time, baby. Segment time. Oof. So I'm going to be honest here. I really like this segment, but not the results I was expecting. Roman comes out there. Roman does Roman. Here comes Seth. Seth's like, me and you have a long history. Let's write another chapter in our book and everything. Punk comes out. My hand's not taped to hold his microphone. He's ready to beat some ass. Tells Paul, you still owe me a favor. And then Paul's like, what, now? He goes, no, not now. So we're still teasing the favor. And Punk tells Roman, like, look, I saved your ass at War Games, and I still have my favor, and you two can't beat me without helping each other beat me. Like, that's just facts. And Punk attacks Roman, and Seth awkwardly just stands there like, okay. And as they're fighting, like, Punk is the first one. He points at the sign, points at them, points at the sign. Then Seth gets his moment to point at the sign during this big brawl. Then Roman grabs the steel steps, hits Punk, hits Seth, then points at the sign. I don't know why I found this, weird. I understand that's a thing. You got to point at the sign to indicate that these three are now going to face each other at WrestleMania. And I was like, all of this built to a triple threat match. I knew it was the most logical thing to come down to is these three facing each other, and I really don't know who's going to benefit from this match. Who's going to, like, I want to see the match. Punk, Roman, Seth, put that on the marquee, man. That's a monster movie. You know, 3 big stars in one match. But it just made me laugh. They all had to get that moment, the point. And Roman had the point. Punk points. I don't know. It started off strong. It was like enjoying the fight. They did the pointing, and it kind of was like, oh, well, we got Punk, Roman, and Seth. WrestleMania. Triple threat match. Brandon versus Kevin. You know, and I was like, okay. Teasing more with Drew and Damian, Charlotte and Tiffy. So a lot of things are building. And like I said, it was just funny and comical to me with the constant pointing to the sign. Just to indicate. And I was like, yes, we get it. Y'all are fighting. I still got to sit on this for a bit because I'm not entirely sure is with everything that has happened, all the work we've done, not we, but all the work we've seen done to build to WrestleMania 41, the John Cena turn and everything and this and that. And I think being on that John Cena, Cody Rhodes high, that segment was amazing. John turning heel and just giving it to all of us and making us cry. Takes a lot out of you for the rest of the week. So, yeah, but I'm very interested to see this match and who's going to benefit from it. But that is SmackDown, March 21st, 2025. I got to say my match of the night was Liv and Jade. Moment of the night was Naomi beating that ass. Yes. Second moment of the night was Punk, Roman, and Seth all fighting. And Charlotte and Tiffy doing Charlotte and Tiffy things. But yeah, there we go. WrestleMania, April 19th and 20th coming up soon and shortly. That is SmackDown, March 21st, 2025. Joe Wade on commentary. We're in Italy. And then next week, I think we're in the UK. I mean, England. That's what I think. So, all right, y'all. Like and subscribe. Share it. Grab a shirt. Grab a shirt. The button down at one more. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And remember, I got to give a rating to this. Almost went off air. Solid 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all. I'm KMB, the Sexy Ninja, and remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
What is you deserve for me to kick you so hard that I get a pat on the back from Roberto Baggio.